All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Chakwadash, double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone, Shalom, salutations to the hopeful electors fighting the good fight of faith and truth, in sincerity and wholeheartedly, Shalom to the Aqua, which is the women believers, Shalom to you. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And this should be a very quick exhortation. You know, exhortation means to motivate. And as life continue to go on, there can be a lot of distractions. So this is why the Lord said this. It said, watch and pray that you enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. So it's a lot of things going on. Like even when you go onto these social media platforms, it's always folly in the mix of, you know, you're trying to, you know, find news that's going on in the world, but you will always come, you know, upon some foolishness, you know. So if you get distracted by that, you would start to go down a rabbit hole of entertainment. And there's nothing wrong with entertainment, but everything have to be done in balance. So even when it comes to the watching and praying, you know, as life goes on and things that happen in life, you don't have all day to just watch and, you know, and pray all day, but you should be doing that more than anything else, you know, but everything have balance. But the point is that as life continue to go on, the weather is about to break. You know, we in March. So that means towards the end of the month, next month, the weather gonna start being more nice. And then on top of that, when the weather is nice, you in a better mood. Now, if you live down south, because I live in the north, if you live down south, you know, the weather is always good for the most part. So, but when the weather break, you know, you are in a better mood naturally. You go outside, you feel that breeze. It's a nice day, and you can get sidetracked. You always have to keep your eyes single. Matter of fact, let's get that. So it says, for where your treasure is, there will also your heart be also. Your heart is your mind. So if you're thinking about the kingdom, that's where your mind is going to be. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore your eye be single, your whole body should be full of light, which means that the only thing primarily that should be on your mind is pleasing the Lord, that you could be delivered. Pleasing the Lord, that you could be delivered. And it said, but if your eye be evil, which means that your eye is over here, over there, and everywhere, your whole body should be full of darkness, because what you need to understand is that this world is full of darkness. So if your eye, which is associated with your spirit, if your eye is everywhere, which means that you have 1 foot in the truth, 1 foot out. The Lord don't deal with lukewarm. He don't deal with in-betweens. He deal with either you in or you out. A person that is out will have more mercy on a person who's playing games. That's in Revelation 3:15. All right. So the Lord don't do with lukewarm, but let me see if I can find that scripture real quick. I don't know if it's 27 and 24. I don't think this is it. Is this? Let me see. Nope. Let me see. Eyes, ends of earth. I gotta remember this scripture if this pop up. See, 17 and 24. All right. I want to type it in for it could be saved in my thing. So it said, wisdom is before him that have understanding, but the eyes of a fool are in the ends of the earth. So this is the opposite of your eye being single. You always trying to see what's going on, and not going on like considering news and prophecy, but you all in social media, you all, dang, I heard this concert. I always wanted to go to this concert. You know what I'm saying? Like, just doing too much. This ain't the time to be worried about those type of things. You have to get your mind ready. You have to gird your mind, man. We are in dangerous times. The scriptures talks about peerless times in the last days, man. You don't want to be like the people who are a lover of themselves and who love pleasure more than the Most High. So going back, but if your eye be evil, your whole body should be full of light, should be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in you be darkness, how great is that darkness? Especially when you're living in a world where it's at the height of wickedness. So if you like, really, let's be real, man. If you like anything that's associated with this world, you're wicked. Because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, and the worst of the heathen, out of all the heathen, the worst of the heathen, the base man is the controller of this world. So he is contrary to righteousness. He don't know what righteousness is. For everything is wicked. The food that you eat, the air that you breathe is toxic. Everything is toxic. Everything is just wicked. The indoctrination of the people as this society taught you to be materialistic and to put aside your morals and do what feels good in your heart, man. So if you like anything in this world, you got to consider yourself. You got to examine yourself. So, like I said, this is going to be a quick exhortation. You know, so as I look into the world, it's getting worse as the scripture said it would. And the day is coming where this is why you need to keep your eyes single. Let's get this. We're really approaching this day fast. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, coming the tokens, behold, the day shall come, that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number. This is what you need to understand. This is what you need to be meditating on. That's why the Lord said, knowing that these things will come to pass, what manner of man you ought to be in all holy conversation and godliness. 2 Peter 3:11. The scripture before that, in 3:10, talks about that earth and the elements being burnt with fervent heat, being melted with fervent heat. So you need to understand that, and that's the cherry on top. Now, before that, you're going to have a civil war, which is going to cause a lot of death. You're going to have famine, which is going to cause death. Captivity, these FEMA camps. They didn't make all these FEMA camps for no reason. They about to put people in it. All right. And who knows what they're going to be doing to the people that's in there. Which reminds me of Revelation 2:10. The men on the Lord is going to, some men on the Lord is going to go there. Be faithful unto death. All right. He'll give you a crown of life. The devil shall cast some of us into prison. So, this, you need to really, as the scripture says, you gotta what is it? I think the Lord want me to get it because it's slipping my mind. Just gonna get straight to the point. It said, now therefore set your house in order. Your house is you. All right. This spirit is inhabited by this body, which is called a house. In the Latin, it's bodig, and it talks about your body. All right. And reprove your people, the ones who believe, comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption, which that's the scripture. It goes into flee from this place. Talk about morally and spiritually. But so nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the day shall come, that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith, which means the prophet's going to be off the street, the videos is going to be stopped, it's going to be nothing but chaos and confusion, and if you didn't take heed to the word, you're going to be left out there to dry. All right. And it says, but iniquity shall be increased above that which now you see is, or that which you has heard long ago. So the Lord told our forefather Ezra, as in the Greek is Esdras, all right, about how the world was going to be wicked at all-time high. So get one more. Said it's going to be a quick exhortation. Watch therefore, for you know not what hour your Lord do come. Don't get lackadaisical, man. Don't get man, I hope the Lord, like, don't put it, first of all, don't put a time limit on the Lord, because you will get yourself upset. All right. You will get yourself upset. Don't ever put a time limit on the Lord. The Lord said that when we see these things, we know that our salvation is near. We see these things. We know that the Lord is coming, but you can't say he coming this year. You can't say he coming next year. You can't say he coming the year after that. You would know. All right. Talk about as like soon as the famine come and the famine of the word, you know what I'm saying? That's when you know that the Lord is on his way, because he's not about to have all hell break loose if we still out there warning the world. All right. So, but know this, that if the good man in the house have known in what watch the thief will come, he will not watch and will not have his suffer his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as you think not that you think not the Son of Man cometh. All right. Let's read that again. Therefore be ye ready also. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as you think not the Son of Man cometh. All right. Who then, I hate old English. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season? The meat is this word. He gave us this word in captivity. He had led captivity captive and gave gifts unto men, Ephesians 4:7. So he gave us this word in due season. This word is what comforts us. The word is literally called the comforter. And the wise and faithful servant is the one who take heed to the word. Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. So, hey man, keep your eyes single, understand the time that we are in, and stay prayed up, and shalom.